says video, audio, source.
Go start all on that other one too.
I'm coming. Look. Hi, I'm live. I'm just wondering why we aren't getting... We are... Hello, folks. And here we go now. We're starting with Facebook in a minute, so while everyone's coming to join me, this is a black, red and gold little stunner card. I was just thinking, what can I do with this beautiful designer series paper without swamping the whole thing or just putting squares everywhere? So, looks like I've got a bottle of wine more than a tag. That's so funny. And my little envelope is how we use up our scraps. Okay, so there's no stamping on there. The only stamping we've got is Mary. So Mary's Mary. So this is the this is my instructions. So I'll just pop that over because the rest was about. Sorry, I'll put that. Well, that is all the numbers if you need anything. But so this is what we're starting with today. So let's just pop on. I've had a very busy day with my class today. It was quite nice because it's our last day, and one of my ladies is leaving to go and live in New South Wales, so that was a bit sad. But it was happy because we had a little bottle of champagne with our lunch and we were having fun. So this is, I wanted to do a black card. Now I did do, I think last week, no, I had a blue one. I haven't sort of done a black Christmas card for a while, so I thought, look at the sparkles on it. Okay, let's get into it. So, now, due to the million people I have watching me, gotcha, a million and none, I've cut everything out ready, but we've got an envelope. As I said in my sheet, I have a 11 by 4 and a quarter, and it's scored at 5.5. So this is a portrait, so it's straight up and down, but it also opens like if you're going to do a tent card, you can do a tent card like that. So I suppose that's why they call it a tent. Okay, so it's not like often you do that one and you just do it landscape. So this is not landscape, it's portrait. And if you see this one here, it looks quite cute, doesn't it? Alright, let's put that to the side a bit, over there. And I have a tag. I'm just going to find the things for you. I've written it on the instructions. So the tag is from Greetings of the Season. And these are all the tags. So that's the big one I've used. And they say really cool. I hope, even if they go out, I'll still use them. I'll use them in my classes. Because even when I don't know how long they stay in. So we've got a new list just came out that's going on sale very soon. Like lots of hanging ornament dies getting dropped down to 25 from 28. Look, you can go on my site and have a look. The kits have gone from 39 1 to 27. There's all different ones there. So you can contact me on my number there and tell me if you're interested. You can go onto my site and it'll be up there. So I've got a set of leaves and a bell off the paper. So this is the paper. So that's the Seasons of Elegance, and that's why I got that, is because I like the red and black. Now it comes in green. We've done that before, so I wanted to see if I could stretch myself to something else. Then we've got our, this one is our garden green. one, or maybe it's I've got them in the wrong packet. Seasons of Green and Gold. So this has got all of these, and I've just cut them out. They have got dies, but I like to sit there and cut things out while I'm watching TV. No, silly girl. This is the Cherry Cobbler ribbon. Now I had to buy a new 1 3/4 punch, which is here because my other has been going for, I've been a demonstrator for 2 years now, and my 1 3/4 I was doing stuff, we made something out of the catalogue and it jammed. So I've got a black one and a designer series paper one. Then I've got the backing of Christmas, and again that is in, let me see which die cuts are that. Peaceful Season, Greetings. So I think it's this one here. Peaceful Seasons dies. It is. I want to still use that one, and I haven't done anything. I'll be over Christmas. So you've got this die. I don't know if I've got that too bright for you. Can you see that? And you've got the backing. You've got another piece that cuts the backing, but it's tucked, and I don't want it to fall down on me. So let's get cracking. And of course, I've cut all those out. I've used Peaceful Season stamps. So we've got my envelope. So my inside piece is white. So we've got our black cardstock, 11 by 4 1/8, cut it, plus a piece of 1 by 3 and the 1 3/4 circle, and a 4 by 1 for the back. I've got the Gold DSP, which is the circle, and the strip that I've got here is 3 3, 5 1/4. That must not be that. Oh, that's to cut the tag. Okay. Alright, and a 3 plus 3/4 for the inside. I've got the leaves. The mat, the white mat, is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So it's very standard, everything. The top month, the specialist paper here is, where is I? The Gold Star, that's 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So that measurement's on 3 pieces that we use. So let's get making. Okay. Where am I putting all my stuff? It's a lot of, you think you've got a lot of space, but it all gets used up pretty quick when you can't find things. And they're the little cherries. Now if you have a look up close, see the little cherries there, and then I've got a couple. So you need to put 3 or 5. So there's 3 there and 2 down there. And I've got that ready. So let's get ourselves started. And first of all, we'll get we've got this cardstock that we're starting, which we're adding that. So if you've got your glue, isn't the other colour nice too? This is green. Looks like love hearts, but it's leaves. I like it. I'm easily amused. So just around the edges, not too much, you don't need it. And that goes down the middle. I wanted a nice border to make it all stand out a bit. Now you've got wiggle room, so okay, you've got wiggle room. Now on our inside mat, I like to sometimes get all the gluing done at once and then all the stamping. So there you go, we're going to put our 3 3/4 by our 1 1/2. It's a nice big one. I'm just going to leave a little bit of white. Now I've left a little bit so you have got your wiggle room. So hold your mouth right. And I've got a touch here that we'll just take off, which is actually good because if you're better to be a little bit big than a little bit too small. And sometimes my glasses, they don't work. Alright, now I'm just thinking, did I put a greeting in there? Friends and family. So this is here. I'm going to wait to stamp for a minute. basically that's about all. I'm going to wait. I can do that when that's in anyway. So I like to do a few things and put them in. If it's a big, putting a picture in, I would always stamp it before. But that's just a greeting, and I can do that when I'm down. So we had a busy day, I told you that. There's six people and me for our craft. And, oh, we had the biggest weekend. Oh my God, we had 30 people for dinner on Sunday. 30. We had 16 adults, 10 teenagers, and 6 little tots. So we do a tree hanging because we adopted our kids. No, our older kids weren't at home, so they couldn't help them hang the tree. So we found a tradition, and I'm just going to twist this a little bit to get it in. Okay, because it is a little hole there. That's better. So what we do is we invite, like, I don't have like brothers and sisters here or anything. I'm a foster kid, but I have nieces and nephews that have met over here and things like that. But this group was my husband's uncle's family, and then now they're all grown up. They come with their little kids, and then there's my grandson and his wife that got married last week, so they came as well. See, on the back of that's a bit boring, so I've cut it so that most of it's red and only just a little bit of gold. So and so we made the little ones a bit early, but what we do is we get I get all my baubles out of the bag. I have a big box, big boxes, big boxes for the decorations. My husband and I spent the whole weekend, in between jiu-jitsu and everything else, we spent that whole time doing, I'm just going to get my scissors and get that. So I've just got to cut this out. Look, I haven't got a die to it, but I like to also show you things that you can do without having to buy everything in a set, because it does get out of hand. As much as, you know, you'd like you to buy everything that's available, you've got to be realistic in it. With the DSP, this Garden of Green, it's on the what's it on? It's on the what is it? I got to think. Exclusives. And so I don't know how long it'll go, but exclusives can come and go fast. I always seem I'm not as exclusive as they are. I'm always getting letters saying something's coming, something's going. So it will be around for a little bit, but how many sheets you get out of that and how many cards you can make. I mean, you can, instead of even doing this much, you can just you know, cut out a tag, use it, that's exclusives, do that, and anything. So it's quite amazing what you can do. So I'm going to take the bell and just quickly cut that out. That's why I don't like sort of doing a lot of, I don't want to waste your time, but this is very therapeutic. I had the girls were stamping today, and they were going, oh, too much to cut out. But all we had was 2 birds. I'm like, come on. I think they were waiting to get into that old champagne bottle. Alright, so that's going to go up about there. Now we've got our two of these. I'm just going to get my glue mat, because I'm going to try and stick this onto the backing piece. And you know what I might do, and I did it before, is just go around, really hold my mouth right. don't want to put too much on. Alright, now if you've got some tongs, it might help to, I've got a fork for my ribbons. I do have a special pair here that are really good that come with my embossing buddy. So I'm just going to get that. Alright, so that was all cut out, die cut. Alright, now I'm going to have to lean in here, guys. Sorry about this. Down here and down there. Alright. Now I'm just going to get a little wipey bit of this to pick up any of that glue in there. Okay. And we'll just sit that there for a minute to dry off a bit. Okay. Now, where are we up to? We've got this. So with this one, what I did was I cut this. I cut the top off because I want to have just enough for the side. So I cut the top off. And then I cut the bottom off. Alright, and that's where we're going to put our Mary on. So with these two pieces, I'm just going to have them shadow the top and the bottom. Okay. Just a little bit up there. Just so it stands out against the red that's there. And the same with, I could do it on here. Oops. Okay, hold your mouth. Yeah, so as I was saying, I get the baubles and I give them to each of the children and they go and get an adult to help them. But because there's all the teenagers were there and the adults, the kids give them all to them and they go up and help those 5 children put them up. And then the last one was a baby, and so she got to get to put the star on. Because unfortunately my other granddaughter, who's just 1 and hasn't done it yet, isn't here because they've moved to the Gold Coast. So they keep saying they want us to do it earlier to suit them, and I'm like, I'd love to, but I'm not doing it in November. You've got to arrive at least on the 1st of December to do it. Alright, so what we're going to do here is some embellishment, embossing. So that middle piece is going to now become, and what I'm going to have to do is take that away. Alright, and we are going to use our Versamark. This is for our sticky stuff, and I need a little stampy, a little, I've got so many of these. They're really good, these ones. These are like ergonomic, these ones. Look how big they are. They've got big wide pieces that you can grab. When I first started stamping in the bottom of this thing, I have some, they're not as good. Look how thin they are. And you've got nothing to hold on to them, so if you get ink on your fingers all the time or down on the wet paper, whereas these you can grab. Anyway, that's just the things they use. So I am going to find Mary, which is not in that group, but I used it today in this. A hanging ornament today I made with the ladies. I'll show you in a minute. And what's that one? Joy. And that's All is Mary. Now where was Mary? Where's my one? All is Mary. Let me just have a look. other two stamps I had. I thought it was just a Mary. No, all is Mary. I folded that when I did that, but I found on, this is an old greetings card, and no, not that one. Okay, we're just going to have a look at a, well, let's not waste time. Let's just do what I did the first time I did it. I am only going to pull in Mary here. Okay. All is Mary, so I only want that. And that's not the big one. So I'm afraid to say, folks, you're just going to have to give me a second. Peaceful moments. What have I used to do it today? Oh, here we go. Here we go. It was in the basket on today. Here's got a, this one's got a big Mary. See that Mary there? I'm going to use that one. There it is. Mary and Christmas on those ones. Alright. So there's, we don't need Christmas. That was today's card. We just need Mary. So I'm going to use my Versamark. Down there. And we're going to get our kit here. So put that on there. So you put your powder on it, give it a tap. I'm just going to give it a second go, give it a tap. Now you've got a brush in this kit. This is my big brush. I've got a smaller one, that's a bigger one. I've got a smaller one here if I want to get in. Now that, I'm just going to tap that. Yeah, see, it got more off. And you just clean it up with a little brush and get those bits, otherwise you get, you can do that again, you know. That one picked up too much dirt. Let's just do that again. This is the good thing about Stampin' Up, isn't it? You can just turn it over. It won't show on the other side. Give it a wipe. Okay, I'm just going to wipe that off again because I don't like that sticky there. Okay, sticky it up a bit more. That looks better. Let's powder her up. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. A little bit here on the bottom that needs. Alright. Now, I am going to use these tongs because it's a little one, it might get my fingers. I have my iron here. It's not an iron, it's a heating tool. See how it goes? Oh, I hope that's, maybe I don't have that too close. Oh my goodness. What do I do then? Let's make another one. Alright, so what I'm going to have to do is cut a strip. So we only want it that big. And I need it. So these are all the tricks that you do if you. Alright, let's try again. Oh my goodness. I think I was a little bit too close. Okay, there we go. I'm going to clean that up, see? I'm just going to quickly get this one. Right, now let's just put that lid on so I don't knock it over. That'd be my luck. Mary out of the road. I think I've done that just a bit. Oh, there's bits and pieces everywhere today. So our Mary is going to go in the middle of this, and I put it up on some dimensionals. Where's my picky tool? Oh, gotta burn it for heat it without getting it too far away. I'm doing it over here out of the road. Now there you go. I must have had it. I was a bit eager. Had it too close. All right. So we've got one there. And then you just use the picking tool to pull the papers off. The bin. And that goes smack in the middle of there. So you can see the black. Okay, you can see the black down the bottom, the black in the middle. Just gives it a bit more lift. And now I'm going to actually put more dimensionals. So this probably isn't too good for the post. This is one that you sometimes you give them, sometimes you post them. It's not too bad. If you post it, just put a piece of paper, just put a little bit of white paper over this bit like that. You know, I just put a full piece of page over that, and then just put it in the post like that. So we got to cut all ours out and send them, all our family in Scotland and everywhere. Alright, so that is going to go up there. Okay, now we're going to put our little bell in. So glue. Bells coming out. Now our Christmas, and more glue. We're nearly there, folks. Put my fingers on there for a minute. Stay down. Doesn't want to listen to me. Now we've got the stamp here. It's already pink because I've used red on it, so it comes up. And which way is it? That way. I'm just going to do that inside in Versamark. A couple of taps. I re-inked my ink pads today, so that was a bit of a bonus. I'm just going to put that in there. So up here it's got Merry Christmas, friends and family are the true gift of Christmas. I'll leave that there. Now, with our envelope is here, and we have, I thought I had another one of those little ones cut out for the front. So what I like to do is use the bits that are on side pages. Okay. And we don't have any today, we have all big ones, so I'm just going to have a wee look if I've got some scrappy bits in here, because sometimes I leave them in. And some of the sheets have them right on the side. Alright, well we're going to cut into a big one, but I don't want it all. We could just put a bell on this one. No, it's too big. I can just get into there, right. So, because we're just going to put one up the side, or one there, we don't want it too big, so I am going to... How do I do that one? Oh, that's on the smaller page. No wonder I've got too many. I'm going to take it from here. I'll show you. And we're just going to cut that out. I don't want to cut that bell out because we'll use that at another time. And that's the good thing about these. You can, because you're putting it on the white, I'm going to cut a little bit into here. I love this paper. I'm not a green card person, but I've done a few with this now. Alright, so if you see that, it looks quite cute. Down on the side like this. And then you're using up all your paper, because normally you've got one on the side, so the next card I could just lie it down on the bottom if I do that, and then I use the bowels. So there's a few sheets, and I've got so many of it, it's going to be around for quite a while. Now if you want to have a look, I'll show you the cards we did today. So these ones I can do as a kit, but I can't. So if it's postage in Australia, I can make the kit, but I can't stamp the Mary. I can do the Christmas. I can't stamp the Mary or the inside greeting. Whoops, I nearly forgot to put my baubles on. You know, I did that last week. I do that every time. I start chatting and I forget. So we're going to put some little berries on the end of that. Just going to on the end of the bell there. And one up there. And one there. How's that? So I can do this in kit form, and it's it costs $5 and I think it's $2 or $3 postage. I think it should only be $2. So for $7, if you want a kit made up of this, I can cut that all out. I just cannot stamp the Mary. You have to stamp your own. You're not allowed to. It's one of their rules. You're not allowed to stamp for people. So all my kits, the only ones I can do that you can, like I can do kits like this. This is the card, one of the cards today. It's also a stand-up one. And the planes, I can cut out the planes. I can't stamp the planes. No, I can't. So that's a bugger for you. Can't do that one. Oh, this is one of the ones I did today. I did 2 of them, but the ladies, they love this. This was a set I started stamping up with 3 years ago. So I keep that stamp. You can't get it now. So here's the balls. The ornament, hanging ornament, that's another one I did. And then I did this one. And you slide that off and you open it up. Isn't that lovely? So it's got a bit of glue there. Someone's touched that with glue today, I think. So the ladies were all very, very happy. And anything I can do but I can't. I can give you the kit, but I can't stamp. So this would be a bit hard to do. That's all stamps again, but that's on. I think that's going on this sale. Hang and ornament. I'm sure I saw it. Hang and ornament was $28. It's going to $25.20. So, and that's just the stamp set. There's no dies to that. But yes, there are dies. You can get matching dies, but I've done this showing you don't need the dies. And I didn't actually buy the dies because I just cut the ball out. So, and that was the card. Another one we did today. One of the ladies touched my thing when they, I shouldn't say it too loudly, and that one, so I enjoyed that. Alright my folks, if you need me, you'll find me. I'm on Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator on Facebook, and my shop is Stampin' Up, AnnetteFalconer.stampinup.net, and again do my host code, that's all on there. So I hope you enjoyed that. And whoever wants to come on first and you're in Australia, send me a message through the Facebook group, if that's easier for you to see. On this Facebook group, you can either Annette Falconer Independent Demonstrator on Facebook. If you send me a message through there, I'll post you this card. Okay? Thanks very much. See you next week. See all 50,000 of you when you subscribe to my channel and come chat with me. Alright, bye. Oops, mess that. Do that. Alright.